Hey guys, Dr. Ben Galyardt here, author of the book Rebuild Your Brain, Stop the Damage, Start the Repair. And I want to go over something that we get a lot of questions about every day, and that's intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting is one of those buzzwords out there, kind of like ketogenic diet, a lot of these different things. And is it good for you? Is it not? And that's the individualized question that we have to ask ourselves, because a lot of people could do well with intermittent fasting, may not do well with intermittent fasting. So first of all, what is intermittent fasting? Intermittent fasting is, for most people's definition, somewhere between 12 and 16 hours of fasting in a 24-hour period. So that's continuous fasting. So let's say you stop eating at 6 o'clock at night, you're not going to eat again until 6, 7, 8, all the way up till noon of that next day, and then eating between noon and 6 for that following day, and doing that on a regular basis again and again. Some people will see 12 hours as enough. A lot of the latest research is showing that that's not, especially if somebody has had concussions, has the APOE4 gene, which is the Alzheimer's gene, about 25% of the population. So anybody that's got more brain issues, more need for stimulation and regeneration of that brain, we need to go longer. We need to go into that 16-hour window to get the benefit. So what kind of research is out there? Well, most of it has been done on animal studies. Some human studies, but most of the research is on animal studies. One of the really big ones they looked at was with mice, and the mice were shown to have a unlimited supply of food, and not very good food. It was high carb, high sugar, just not very good food at all, and they split them up into different categories. One category they put them in had 9 hours of available eating, as much as they possibly could. Another group had 24 hours of possible eating all day long, anything that they wanted. What was interesting, they ate about the same amount of calories if given their choice of when to eat and how much to eat. But the group that only ate for 9 hours out of that day, same calories as the 24 hours of eating group, they had only 26% increase in weight, where the group that did the 24-hour period of eating all day long, same number of calories, had 65% increase in weight. So it was a pretty significant difference. Same calories, same diet, but it was the exposure of food had a 26 versus 65% increase in weight. So pretty significant research there. There's a lot of other studies like this as well. So what we look at is it may not even be as important as what we eat, but how much we're eating in those times and the amount of time that we're eating per day. So some of the things that the intermittent fasting has been shown to do in the research is decrease inflammation. For some people, it can help stabilize their blood sugar, especially if somebody has high blood sugar. We're going to talk about low blood sugar in a second here, but if somebody has high blood sugar, then that's going to be definitely more of a problem, and the intermittent fasting can help with that a lot. It helps with the appetite hormones, so it can help with suppression of cravings if doing the intermittent fasting. BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, I talk about this in my book a lot. This is one of the big ones that we look at, that intermittent fasting, ketosis, or a very low-calorie diet can all do wonders for stimulating BDNF. BDNF stimulates brain cells, helps repair damaged brain cells, does a lot of really important things. So intermittent fasting is one of those things that can drive BDNF. It can help recovery from workouts. So a lot of athletes are doing intermittent fasting and doing really well with that recovery from those workouts. And then immune function. So for a lot of people that have autoimmune diseases or that have immune dysfunction just in general, we have a patient that she had strep throat 11 times last year, and this is one of the tools that we're going to be using with her as well. So then we get into, well, who wouldn't this be good for? And a few people that would be definitely potentially problematic with this would be someone that has hypoglycemia. So that's that low blood sugar state, and it drops easily. If you're going without food all the way until noon, that could definitely be stressful to that blood sugar system if you have the tendency to drop down. Someone with major adrenal fatigue may not be able to do as well also with that with that long term of not eating there, because the number one stressor to the adrenal glands is what? That's right, blood sugar. So if the blood sugar gets too low, it's stressing the adrenals, causing a lot of problems through there. So we definitely need to make sure that that blood sugar is stabilized. How do we do this? Well, that's our big key there, is to use a blood sugar monitor. And almost every new patient that comes in and we start working with, we have them start monitoring their blood sugar. So you can tell exactly in an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, when does that blood sugar start dropping from the time you wake up. And so if you can add in fat, this is the whole idea of bulletproof coffee, if anyone has read or heard about that, putting grass-fed butter, coconut oil, MCT oil, any of these different fats into the coffee or tea, blend it up and drink on that all morning long. A sip here, a sip there. Most people, that'll keep that blood sugar stable and keep it from dropping and crashing down. So this is very important. So don't just jump into intermittent fasting if you're not totally sure what your blood sugar is doing. If you don't have a blood sugar monitor, you've got to get one, and you've got to start tracking that. And when it starts dropping, you've gone too long. So ease into it. It's a great tool for some people. May not be the right place to start for everyone, but intermittent fasting is a wonderful thing that a lot of people can use and can maintain optimal body weight. So if you have any questions at all, drop us a line, email, call, and we can answer those specifically. Like and share this video, and we love getting the word out to anybody else out there. So intermittent fasting, buzzword out there, can it be helpful? By all means. For those people that it's not good for, you got to know why, and we can help you guide through that process as well. So hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll talk soon.